Imagine a place older than the pyramids, older than the first cities, older than farming itself. A place built 12,000 years ago, at a time when humans were still hunters, gatherers, and wanderers of the wild. And yet, in the middle of this ancient world, they built something impossible. Massive stone circles, carved pillars weighing tons, and symbols that still defy our understanding today. This is Göbekli Tepe, the site that rewrote history and raised a question that challenges everything we thought we knew. Did civilization begin far earlier than we ever imagined? When German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt first walked across the barren hilltop in southeastern Turkey in 1994, he noticed something strange. Fragments of carved limestone, broken tools, pieces of ancient pillars peeking from the soil. Local farmers believed the hill was just a natural mound. Schmidt realized it was something far greater, something world-changing. As excavation began, the sand and earth revealed a sight so extraordinary it stunned the archaeological world. Beneath the hill were huge circular temples, built from stone pillars up to 6 meters tall, arranged with mathematical precision. Each pillar was decorated with animals: lions, snakes, foxes, vultures, boars, carved in exquisite detail. These carvings were not random. They seemed symbolic, ritualistic, almost like a message from a forgotten world. Here is the part that shook every historian. These structures date back to around 9600 BC. That means Göbekli Tepe is 7,000 years older than the pyramids and 6,000 years older than Stonehenge. Before this discovery, the story of civilization felt simple. First agriculture, then villages, then cities, then monuments. But Göbekli Tepe flipped the timeline upside down. These temples were built before farming, before settled life, before the first city ever existed. So if hunter-gatherers built this, how advanced were they really? One of the most baffling mysteries is the engineering. These pillars weigh up to 20 tons. They were quarried, shaped, transported, and lifted upright, all without metal tools, wheels, or domesticated animals. To move each stone, dozens of people had to work in perfect coordination. This required planning, leadership, communication, and a shared belief powerful enough to unite entire groups. In other words, civilization-level organization, long before civilization. Another mystery is the purpose of Göbekli Tepe. No signs of everyday life were found. No houses, no hearths, no crash pits. It wasn't a village. It wasn't a city. It was a ceremonial center, a place of gathering, a sanctuary built by people who traveled long distances to reach it. Some researchers believe this site was used for rituals involving death and rebirth. The carvings of vultures and headless bodies suggest a symbolic belief system, perhaps the earliest known religion. Others believe Göbekli Tepe was a meeting place, where scattered tribes gathered for festivals, rituals, and the strengthening of social bonds. And then there is another theory, a bold one that could rewrite history again. Maybe these gatherings led to something revolutionary. Agriculture. Farming didn't create temples. Temples created farming. Think about it. If people met here regularly, they needed food. They needed stability. This pressure could have pushed humans to begin domesticating plants and animals for the first time. Instead of farming leading to religion, religion may have led to farming. If true, Göbekli Tepe is not just the first temple. It is the birthplace of civilization. But the mysteries do not end here. There is even a stranger question. Why was Göbekli Tepe buried? Around 8000 BC, the people of the region deliberately covered the entire site with thousands of tons of debris. They didn't abandon it. They preserved it, protected it, buried it carefully, layer by layer. Was it to protect a sacred legacy? Was it part of a ritual? Or was there a threat, a natural disaster, climate change, or an enemy that forced them to hide their sacred place? We still don't know. As excavations continue, new findings reshape the story. What we see today is only about 10% of the entire site. Beneath the ground, ground-penetrating radar reveals dozens more structures waiting to be uncovered. What secrets lie beneath the hill? What symbols? What stories of the world's first builders? Göbekli Tepe is not a completed mystery. It is an awakening. The people who built this place lived at the end of the Ice Age. They saw mammoths disappearing, new animals rising, and the climate warming rapidly. They experienced a world in transition, just as we do today. And yet, in their struggle to understand the universe, they built something eternal. Stone temples that survived 12,000 years. Symbols carved in rock, a legacy hidden beneath a hill until our time. Today, Göbekli Tepe reminds us of something profound. Human history is deeper than we imagined. Civilization did not begin in cities. It became in the mind, in belief, in the desire to create meaning. Long before Egypt, long before Mesopotamia, a forgotten people carved their story into stone and left it for us to find. And the question they leave behind still whispers across 12,000 years. Who were the builders of Göbekli Tepe, and how much more have we yet to discover?
Please like and subscribe to ERA by ERA by ERA.